Hey, welcome everybody. Well, tomorrow is day one of the MLF Tacklewarehouse Pro Circuit Tournament on the Harris Chain in 2022. I am boat 5 tomorrow. We're going to take off at 7:30. I got to remember to change my clock tonight. We're springing ahead. So, got to remember to do that so I'm not late. I'm boat 5. I got to be on my toes. And, I really didn't want an early flight. I wanted a late flight tomorrow. And here's why. It's going to get really cold tonight. Temperatures at takeoff tomorrow are going to be like 34 degrees. I have no problem with that for my own comfort. However, the fish, especially these Florida strain largemouth bass, they have a huge problem with 34 degrees in the morning. These fish are just notorious non-biters in this kind of weather. There'll be plenty of fish caught. I better get mine, otherwise I'll be sorry. So, but anyways, back to the boat number thing. The best part of the day tomorrow is going to be the last few hours of the tournament, because you get this really cold. You get these falling water temperatures that shuts down the activity in the lake, shuts down the bite. The fish don't want to do nothing, and then you get this. You get the sun of the day, and you get the water temperature starting to creep up, starting to rise, and by afternoon things are starting to happen. Well, unfortunately, with the early flight means I got the early check-in time at 3:30. So the weigh-in starts at 3:30. I'll be weighing in my fish pretty quick after that. If any of you are interested, it's on MajorLeagueFishing.com. They'll be live streaming stuff all day. They'll have the weigh-in live stream. It'll be a grand old time. So, as far as strategy tomorrow, well, first of all, I'm just going to have to catch them anyways. Forget it, who cares about being early flight, late flight, whatever. You still got to catch them. So the strategy for tomorrow, I've really, I don't know, I've been kind of waffling around in my head as to what I'm really kind of scared about tomorrow. This just reminds me so much of a couple years ago when we were here, and it got really cold the night before the first day of the tournament. The fish I had found, I couldn't get the bite. Other people in the area did find some. Did catch a few that morning there, but eventually I had to go and catch my 10 pounds somewhere else that day. So, and I just see the same, for some reason I see the same scenario happening again. However, it is going to be a slow bite in the morning. Maybe you can get lucky and pick off one or two and then build from there. But it's got to happen. When it gets really cold like this, a guy needs to probably slow down, fish really slow. Whether it's a spinnerbait, a crankbait, or a worm, you just got to fish slow, and hopefully you get your bait near one that's willing to cooperate. So, and tomorrow, it's I'm gonna be fishing on Big Harris and Little Harris. I don't go chasing into these other lakes and stuff. There's big slow zones, there's locks, and it's just, I don't want to lose all that time. I just want to get out and fish and keep casting, keep my lure wet as long as I can, as many presentations as I can, effective presentations as I can. It doesn't, they have to be effective, efficient presentations. They can't just be willy-nilly, chunk it out and wind it in as fast as I can, because I don't think that's going to work tomorrow. I think it's going to have to be a slow deal. So this lake, you got these canals that are connected to the Big Harris and Little Harris. You've got shell beds. You've got some hydrilla. There's a few brush piles here and there that I found. So how I mix these all together is what I'm uncertain about. I don't know. It seems like the canal bite, I don't see how a guy can run into any spawners tomorrow. I'm sure there'll be a couple big females laying up somewhere, but it ain't going to be that big a deal, I don't think. I think it's better to try to just fish for them. The canals, there are still going to be some spawning males in the canals, garden beds, garden fry, those fish, but if you're going after male fish, you're just not going for you're not going for the winning fish if you're going for males. So a guy just really has to, I think a guy has to fish shell bars, a guy has to fish hydrilla. And, the one thing that I never catch many fish off of are docks out here. Back home in Minnesota, or a lot of places, I love dock fishing. I feel very comfortable with it, very natural with it. I think it's a great post cold front pattern. I mean, when you get the water temperature cooling down, I mean, docks are always a great place to go. The fish like to get in the heaviest shade they can find. So, and docks certainly offer that. So that could, I mean, I didn't fish any docks in practice here, and in other years when I have fished docks, I've had just minimal success. So, it's kind of worrisome to think that maybe that's something I should do, but man, the weather's right for it. This is the kind of weather I love to dock fish. So, I don't know, maybe I should take, maybe take an hour and a half, probably wait to do it. Probably maybe about 10 o'clock, 10:30 if I don't have much going. That's maybe an opportunity to go for docks. But I need to, there's some hydrilla. I'm going to check out the hydrilla, do that. I've got a couple shell beds. I got a soft bottom spot. I don't even know what's going on there. I don't know why those fish were there, but they were. That was before the cutoff. I never checked them, but I had 10 bites there. And it was a soft bottom deal. It's just one of those just really strange deals. So anyhow, yes, 3:30 check-in. Boat 5. I'll be weighing in the very beginning of the weigh-in. So anyways, big fish vibes, always appreciated. And I'm ready to go. I got to get my 8 hour, how many hours of sleep it is. Got to get that done. But otherwise, I'm pretty rigged. Got to get a few water bottles in the boat. Get a lunch packed. And not much else I can do. I got all my rods rigged. Spent most of the day doing that. That's quite the chore, man, rigging them rods. Holy cow. The sun went down on me right at just about an hour early. So I had to finish the last hour's worth of stuff with the sun down. But dang, okay, well, enough of that. Ready to go. I finished 47th place in the first one. Like to do better in this one. Like to make a top 10. I haven't made a top 10 for a long time. So let's do it. I feel like it's my year. It's going to be my year because I'm going to make it my year. I'm going to put in the work. I'm going to put in the time, which I always do, especially on site. So, but if there's one thing I could say that's maybe been a flaw in my tournament fishing is I put in the work on site, but off site is, the time in between tournaments when a guy needs to be researching, studying, and all that. This year I've been good about it. Last year I was good about it, but there were a few years there for a while where maybe I wasn't putting in that kind of time, and that time's really important. So in this case, I have put in my time. It's everything I could, put everything into it. So if you do that, you're setting yourself up for success. Success is going to find me. I just got to put myself in its path. So, with that being said, over.